welcome to the vlog game. Match here as always. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna finally install the seats. I got everything I needed and I'm gonna show you guys step by step. This is specific for a C6 because we have some tricks that we're gonna learn together. So let's do it. So basically what we have the stock seats, we have my tools, and we have the Corbeaus and the brackets that goes with the Corbeaus, right? We also got the sensors from HardWorkForce that I'm gonna walk you guys through it. These are the sensors that eliminates the dash airbag light for both. This is just the way to tell the car the airbags are still functional, all right? That's a big step in this entire process of getting aftermarket seats. Doesn't really matter if it's the Corbeaus or anything you got, you're gonna need that kind of stuff because as you guys can see, you have two harnesses there and two over there. So we need to tell the car we still need the airbags to work, right? And if you just plug the seats there, you're gonna get the dash light saying that the airbag is not functioning. So that's where those parts kick it in to tell the car that we have a different seat. The car can still have the airbags functional and not showing any lights on the dash, right? So we also got a scale here because probably one of the questions that everyone wanna know, how much weight we're gonna save with the Corbeau seats, right? I also got some washers because we're gonna need that. I will show you exactly why we're gonna need those. First thing we need to do, we're gonna weigh the stock seats. And of course, we cannot put the seats there. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna use this piece of wood. So I'm gonna put over here. You see it didn't change anything on the scale. If I jump on the scale, there we go. So I'm gonna put the seat there. Give a couple of seconds. Look at it. There you go, 32.6 pounds. Now we're gonna repeat the process with the passenger side. There you go, 32.2. The driver side, 32.6. The passenger side, 32.2. And the total, 64, let's call 65 pounds. First step is removing all the harness underneath of the stock seats. Here we have the driver side, which we're gonna need to remove the seat belt bracket, which is over here with this bolt over here, and also this harness here. So we don't need that part because we got that part from the HardWorkForce website. That's gonna replace that part, but this one definitely we're gonna need, and that one too. This one, it's pretty hard to get rid of it. I use a 3, this is a 316, and then you have just a couple of zip ties, then you know, just cut it and that's it. That's what we need for the driver side. So we're gonna do now the Corbeau driver side. I'm gonna just put the bracket on and we're gonna plug this and bring it to the car, all right? The Corbeau one should be very straightforward. There is a label here that says driver side for the bracket, and for, you know, attaching the bracket to the seat, it's very simple. We have those islands that comes with the seat, so you need to remove that and use that to attach the bracket. Then we're gonna attach the seat belt part on it, and we should be able to put back on the car, and also try the HardWorkForce stimulator for the airbags. Make sure to put the bottom bolts before, because then it's gonna line up the top ones faster and in a better way. And here, yeah, see, that slices right in, but it's really tight. I use a hammer to, you know, just get this very straight, as you guys can see. And that's what we're gonna use to plug the seat plus the HardWorkForce connections. We need to go there and disconnect the battery because then the computer can reset itself. There you go, battery is out. This is the driver's side. You have two harnesses, right? One is the airbag and one is the main one for your seat. Those are two parts that you buy from the HardWorkForce.net. This I'm trying for the first time, so you see it locks in and this is gonna stay here. I mean, it's up to you where you wanna put it. I just don't want any wire running. This one here, we have two sides, right? And you see here, this one fits only one. If you're looking at it, your right side is the airbag and the left side is the seat belt connection. So this one here goes to this side here and it should be a plug-and-play thing. And the other one comes from the seat belt. You see here how close it is? See if this piece is here all the way there. And if you slide the seat back, it's gonna rip this part here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some washes there so the seat can go back and forth like with no problem. So that's how I'm gonna drive. But first we're gonna do the passenger side because that one has a different harness and we basically need to remove the entire harness from the stock seats and put on the Corbeau seats. That's the only difference. I'm not gonna bother you guys showing the brackets and everything because it's the same. So here is the passenger side. We're gonna remove the entire harness. It's gonna be a little complicated, I believe. I don't know if you guys can see. See, there's a plastic kind of pad underneath that we need that on the Corbeau seats because that's the passenger sensor, right? So I'm gonna work on my way here and see if I can remove it. Here's the pad that I told you guys that I need to try to put underneath of the Corbeau one. And those are the harness, and that one is pretty much the same as the other one, but this one is very important because we're gonna plug back in. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try to fit those in the Corbeau seats, which I don't know if it will. I'll find my way, and I was trying to figure out the best way to do it, and I came out with this idea, which I slide the pad from here all the way down and fits actually perfect. It's not going anywhere. So if you don't want to do that, you can just like put everything together, like, you know, roll it and put everything together and leave it underneath of the seat. I think this is the best solution right now. It's very simple. What we're gonna do, we're gonna put the bracket on and just follow the steps that I did on the driver's side. The only difference is we need to attach all the harness. The seatbelt bracket goes back in that, so we should be fine. Take your time taking the harness from the passenger seat because there are so many zip ties, so many details. I didn't show you guys because you know, it's taking me so much time to show you the details. I would say just take your time, make sure you unplug every single plug, and took me like 10-15 minutes. Most. I'm gonna put the brackets on like we did with the driver's side, and we're gonna weight the seat because I didn't forget that, right? And then we're gonna put it back on and we should be done. I had to come back to my table here because it didn't work, and I did some research. The reason why we have this pad, and I did a lot of research on it, and I called it HardWorkForce. What happened, this thing here, you see inside is literally like a plastic pad. Can you see how that is? So what we gotta do, this has to be so tight that the car actually knows that it has seats on. So what are we gonna do? I'm gonna remove this plastic stuff, and the Corbeau seats are not made to put like the way I had that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like zip tie. You guys are gonna see what I'm saying.
A few moments later.
This is the important stuff that nobody shows, because if you're gonna have an airbag light on your dash, and that's nobody wants, right? And everything is gonna work. So just put that pad in here. You can attach or you can leave it underneath of the seat. I just thought this would be the best way to do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the seat back on and we're gonna test it.
1 hour later.
It's done. It's completely, but I'm not sure about the airbag light. That's the first thing we're gonna check before I review the entire seat, because that's actually the main part of this job, is make sure you got all the harness right? Let's check the airbag light. No light, but let's make sure. Flashing, 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 flash. Yeah, it's gone, it's gone. We got boys, we got boys. So without further ado, here are my new Corbeau seats. What do you guys think about the new Corbeau seats? That's pretty much the position that I'm gonna drive. Of course, I had to show you guys the seat belts. How cool is that? So a couple of things that I want to go over with you guys is how tight is that? So let me just lose the seat belt. How close is that gap, right? It's the same for the both sides. Make sure to use the washers. Over here is pretty close to. I think if you are a tall guy and you put all the way forward, you barely gonna touch in here. See how much space you have. Same for the passenger side. I'm 5'7", so keep that in mind. I'll do a test here. Let's put the roof back on. You have a lot of headroom, but the seats, it's pretty much there. But dude, this thing looks sweet. Oh my god. So let me do one more test. And I believe this is the test that everybody wanna see it. Again, I'm 5'7". This is my drive position. So it's pretty comfortable though. I have to say, coming from my seats to this one, it's just unbelievable comfortable. I cannot believe it. I have like a decent headroom. The drive position, it's so nice. This, if it goes all the way forward, right? And this, if it goes all the way back, which I can't drive like this. I'm too short, right? My drive position is probably somewhere here. Somewhere here, yeah. One more test that we need to do is with a helmet, how that goes. All right, with a helmet. I still have decent headroom. I believe I should be fine. I don't know if I'm a tall guy though, because I don't have that much. You see, I have like 2 fingers over here. So that's pretty much it. Here are the comparison with the stock and the Corbeau. The stocks are like, they are a little different as you guys saw in the beginning. But let's say 65 pounds. And with the Corbeau, we have 48. So we are like saving 17 pounds, but we are getting way better product, way better design. Everything is way better, right? I'm really happy with it. That's all the information. I think it's helpful for everybody who wants to put the Corbeau seats on a C6. Again, a C5, it's a little different. I can only imagine how complicated it should be the C7. I was about to go drive, but it's dark outside. So I'm gonna leave one entire upload about the driving experience with it. So I hope you have a lot of information. That was my goal, to give you guys as much information as possible, as clear as possible. The link for the products that I bought, includes the seats, are in the description below. So if you have any questions, let me know. Send me a DM on Instagram. I will be glad to help you. Again, guys, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for the time that we're gonna drive. It's gonna be so much fun. So make sure to subscribe. As always, enjoy your life and work hard for it.